we've got an RX-8 in at the minute that needs a set of rear brake discs. In this case, we're seeing a lot of cars come in with abnormal wear on the rear face, while the front face seems okay. Let's pull these off and take a closer look for you. So I've removed the rear caliper now, and you can see with the corrosion on the outer lip of the brake disc and the inner lip of the brake disc are actually working their way further in. In extreme cases, we've actually seen wear almost to the point where there's only about a 10mm braking surface down the centre of the disc before. These obviously need changing. They may not fail an MOT, but you're obviously getting reduced braking efficiency from this, stuff like this. Looking from the front at the same area, you could almost, apart from forgiving the slight bit of rust because it's damp here at Essex Rotary today, you could almost forgive us for thinking that the discs were in perfect order from the outside. There is a little bit of light scoring across the surface, but this in normal cases would be okay. We're going to be changing the discs and pads on this because when we get this abnormal wear on the sort of generally the back face, we do see it on the fronts now and again though, but when we do get this abnormal wear, we generally recommend the discs and pads are changed at the same time. Okay, we've got the discs off, so basically this is one which has come off with the abnormal wear, which you can see. We've got a brand new disc what we're going to be fitting. Whenever you're fitting discs, they are covered in a protective oil coating. So you want to make sure that obviously once it's out of the bag, that you give it a good clean down, because you don't want to be contaminating your brand new brake pads with this oily residue. So I'm going to use a bit of brake cleaner, get the wipe down. Obviously it's easier with non-slotted or dimpled discs because obviously you don't get paper towel in them. Normally a lint-free cloth or a decent paper towel will do the job. Wipe down. We'll give these another quick wash down before they go on. But now that's obviously clean, you can see the difference directly between obviously the normal kind of braking face and the rusty one. Generally, you'll get a very slight lip on the inside and outside edge. That's normal because it's the area where the brake pad doesn't contact. But this kind of wear is not good. If I can find another brake disc that's got even worse wear, then I'll dig that out and we'll show you that as well. Right, I've managed to grab the disc. What was over the other side, this was on the passenger side of the car. This one you can obviously see is a lot worse, like we was talking about earlier in the previous clip. In some cases, we've got the pad here. This is why we recommend that the pads are changed at the same time. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but there's a slight raise in this area here that obviously works with the rusty areas on the disc. So if you was going to put these pads on brand new discs, it would then start to transfer that abnormal wear to your new discs. Again, it's why we recommend changing both pads and discs at the same time.